question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers, and it's coming up next.
It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his sixth season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
They'll run here with a rookie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. 3rd down, here's Tracy. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the number 1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he's certainly coming off a very tough rookie campaign, but he showed flashes of why he was the number 1 overall pick. Now starting over in year 2 with a brand new coaching staff, I expect Bryce Young to show the world his talents in full.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now Jones. He fights him off. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
To throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Young. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one taken in by Neighbors. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. In motion, Slayton. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 22, Jones.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
This one is Slayton over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Third down and 1.
Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
But just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Joseph on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that nearly intercepted.
Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Young will set to throw. Got a man. That's Leggett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Young. That one complete to again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and 4. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On the give, it's Tracy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Right back to Tracy.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Tracy.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. On the run is Tracy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing, Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Young off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Running left is Tracy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, They've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Young now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Tracy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye from Munich.